This video tour is a quick overview of just some of the features dynamic traders use every day. DT is used by traders in over 30 countries for all actively traded markets in all time frames. So the multiple time frame, dynamic time, price, momentum, and pattern routines are unique to DT and give the user a huge edge to uncover quickly high probability trade setups. The educational support included with DT gets the user up and running very quickly and teaches the user how to use some of the advanced features of Dynamic Trader. In this video, I'm going to give you a quick overview of some of the most used, most popular features in Dynamic Trader program, and most of these are unique to the Dynamic Trader program, both in what they do and how they are executed. So let's take a look at the euro dollar, and I'm going to make this interesting because I'm literally going to look at this market up to the day that I'm making this recording to demonstrate Dynamic Trader. So, maybe weeks or months from now when you listen to this recording, you can go back and take a look at the euro dollar data and see if, any conclusions we came to from the technical position of the market came to pass. So we're showing the daily data on the euro dollar. The first thing I always look at is what's the dual look back, our dual time frame momentum position of the DT oscillator. And again, the DT oscillator is unique to Dynamic Trader program. So, excuse me, let's take a look. So here is the 13. It's doing what we call a double top, double reversal. It's in the overbought zone. When it makes a bearish reversal, that's when the fast line closes below the slow line. That will be a bearish reversal and an indication that the daily trend is going to be at least sideways to down for at least several days. The weekly momentum, by the way, is bearish so far. So let's take a look at our dual look back period. So we have the 13 and the 21 look back. The solid red represents the longer look back period, the 21. It's overbought. The 13's overbought. I'm not showing it, but the 8's also overbought. We have 3 time periods of look back on momentum, and they're all in the same extreme position. The way that I usually phrase that is the upside is very limited before we complete a daily high, and in this situation, since the weekly momentum is bearish and not oversold, more than likely it will coincide with a weekly high. Now, is this rally up a correction or a trend? Well, we don't know for sure. Let's just real quickly put on some simple retracements so we can see where we're at. See, we just need one click to do that. And I'll clean the chart up. We can see we're just near the 62% retracement. So right now from the daily chart, that's probably all we need. We're going to focus in now on the data. And here, let me put these dates up here for you first. Focus in on the data. There we go. The data, intraday data. From the October 25th high. In other words, about the last month's worth of intraday data to see how this breaks down and if we have multiple time frames of time and price resistance and momentum extreme to indicate that we're at or near a reversal in this market. So let's take a look at the 240-minute data. Well, before we go to that 240-minute data, let's take a look at some time factors first on this daily. Let me get my swing files up. You'll learn more about swing files in other tutorials. And of course, in other tutorials, we're going to go into more detail of all of the different functions that I'm using now. The dynamic time report is something I use a lot. Let's just load that in. It automatically switches us to calendar mode. And you'll see in a minute why this is a potential wave C high and a corrective high. But we have the highest time count. Let me get my crossbar in there. That's November 28th, which is Thursday. That was actually yesterday, which was Thanksgiving Day. Has the highest count of time factors and the most important time factors to have at least a daily reversal and complete a corrective rally up here. So we're at the 62% price retracement. Daily momentum is extreme overbought from actually 3 look-back periods. The weekly momentum is bearish. And November 28th, just yesterday, was the highest probability date of making a daily reversal. And as you can see, as in the days ahead, the time factors just decrease. So we should be, this is Friday the 29th, either today or probably the latest on Monday, should complete a daily high according to our time factors. Okay, now we'll go to our 240-minute data. And we want to quickly put our markers on to label the highs and lows we have in here. And I can tell you we don't need to do any fancy Elliott stuff because this is pretty simple. And I apologize for that. We have to take it off the hot pivots. Let me get rid of this guy. There we go. And this is pretty simple stuff. So we'll just follow that through. And this is a potential A, B. Okay, so let's take a look again at our retracements here. And we'll just save that 62%. Keep me on that one. Let's take a look at how about our some time factors here. And I'm going to take a look at the alternate time projection. We got 62% alternate time projection is as of yesterday's high, it looks like. So 62% price retracement, 62% alternate time projection, probable A, B, C. As you'll learn in the trading course material that you receive and during the reports that you receive, if you have dynamic traders, we know if we come back and trade below this high, then that means that this confirms it should be a corrective rally followed by continuation of the decline. How about our momentum here in the smaller time frame? We always want to look at multiple time frames for everything. Let me put these settings on because I know this is what we've been looking for. And on the 240-minute data. So this is very interesting, is that the next, this 240-minute intraday time frame, the next bearish reversal that momentum makes should coincide with the daily reversal and which should coincide with the weekly reversal. So we're looking at 3 time frames of momentum. We're looking at multiple time frames or degrees of price and time position. The conclusion we can come to is, at the least, we should be near what we call a daily high in the euro dollar. That's at the least. And probably we're at a weekly high in the euro dollar. A weekly high meaning that following the next 240-minute bear reversal, that should coincide with a daily and a weekly high. So that's pretty exciting. That means that right now we're in a great position to look for not just a short-term trade, but a trade lasting anywhere from a few days to a few weeks on the short side of the euro dollar coming up here within probably the next trading day. Let me show you just a couple other quick functions that I like to use on a regular basis. One is our end of wave, our wave bands. And we can see that I like these because they're very visual on the chart, in that the euro dollar has come just a little bit higher than the minimum wave C price time target. It's right in the time target, but slightly above the minimum wave C price zone. So that's something, again, alerts us to the probability that we're completing a corrective high. I can erase those because it automatically puts the A and the B on. Another thing I look at fairly regularly, and a lot of traders don't look at this these days. This is more back in our chart geometry type of analysis. I wish more traders did look at this today, but here's some just basic Andrews lines. Let me clean the chart up a little bit. I'll even take this wave band off. And again, we're right above the medium line, but where are we here? I'm going to make this thick. Medium line, but where have we been on this entire rally up? Well, DT's unique fib band or fib channel on the Andrews medium line. And that's contained both of these advances. So once again, another chart geometry that shows us near resistance. So we got price resistance, time resistance, chart geometry resistance, triple time frame momentum resistance. Yeah, if I'm a Euro trader, I would not be excited on the long side now. The technical position, according to how we look at it with dynamic trader approach, is saying we're very near a major resistance of intraday, daily, and weekly. And of course, in our trading material, we teach you specific trade strategies from entry, initial stop loss, and then how to manage that trade if it's going in your direction. So we hopefully, can't make any promises, but we hopefully don't get out of the trade too quickly until the market comes into another significant coincidence of time, price, pattern, and momentum to say that the trend is over. And then we bring our stops very close to the market. Again, that's part of trade management and stop management, which we teach you. So that's just a few of the functions we've got in DT. Some of them are quite unique to DT, and they allow us to very quickly take a look at the market. When I've done my live workshops, which I don't do too often anymore, I would have people write down any symbol. It could be stock, futures, forex, any symbol. We'd write them down on a little piece of paper. We'd throw them in a hat. I'd draw them out, and I'd say, take me a maximum of 3 minutes from the raw data of any symbol to completely understand the technical position of the market, as well as if it's in a position to make a specific trade decision. And I stand by that you'll learn how to do that as well. So you're not agonizing over what I should or should not do, over and over again with too much information. We focus in on the critical pieces of information to make a specific trade decision from entry to exit any market, any time frame. So take a look at all of our other videos. They'll show you in more details some of the things that I've just shown you quickly now, and some of the other fantastic features and reports that are in Dynamic Trader that are not found in any other trading software. The unique features in Dynamic Trader give the user a big edge to identify high probability, low risk trades every day. DT users have access to our Getting Started with DT videos and our advanced training videos on the password protected DT owner's website. Now be sure to view the detailed DT virtual tour videos to learn more about all of the unique features in Dynamic Trader.